Hi guys, it is about 8:30 July 16th, Tuesday. I decided to get on here and do a quick reading, or quickish reading regarding Luke Newton. I don't know about you, but I've been kind of feeling some changed energies, and I wanted to touch on a few things and see where he was going, where his head was at, kind of where the immediate future is kind of heading towards. And I did this one specifically just him, because I did some over the weekend that involved other people or another person, and yeah, I'm not going to share that one online right yet. She gives me bad energy. I'm sorry, but she just does. And so I really wanted to just focus on him and his energy and what he's got going on. So that's what this is. Yeah, if I change my mind about sharing the other videos, I'll let you guys know. I'll just make them public. But as of right now, I just don't feel like that's something I want to do, and I apologize. But I think this reading is good, and it is sufficient for this time. So, okay, let's just jump into it. All right, so this right here is what I first got, which is the Eight of Swords. Those are not wands. Eight of Swords I've gotten multiple times for Luke Newton. This is an entrapped feeling that he has. Either somebody's entrapping him, or he feels trapped himself. Since this is for him, this is his energy, this is him feeling trapped, okay? He doesn't quite see a way out of his current situation, or he just isn't brave enough to remove his blindfold that he has on his head and loosen those very loose bonds that are there. This is kind of a imprisonment of his own making, or if not his own making, it's something he can easily get out of. He just hasn't wanted to up to a certain point. He's been willingly blind. Does that make sense? Willingly blind. And kind of playing the victim a little. But this is something that is completely in his control to fix. So let's just kind of explore that. I wanted to just, instead of going through the whole deck and then adding in the clarification cards, I'm just going to do them as we go. It's a lot easier that way. Okay, so first thing to clarify, I kind of wanted to know, well, what exactly is he feeling? What is this thing that makes him feel trapped? And I got success, good fortune, sudden wealth. This is his career. This is all the things that come with quick fame and money. He's just overwhelmed. You know, he's kind of hit it big, and it is kind of biting him in the ass. You know, let's just be real. It's kind of biting him in the ass right now. So a little bit more clarification there. I got the Eclipse card. The Eclipse card kind of, it's a mirage. It's being fake, basically. He's put on a mask. He's not being genuine to who he is. So this is a feeling of being trapped due to the money and this fake persona that he is kind of putting on. You know, he's putting on a show for people around him. It's just not who he is. But because of this self-imprisoned trap that he feels, he did it himself. Like, this is all his own doing. Okay, so I drew another card just for clarification on here a little bit more, and of course I got roadblocks. He's feeling trapped because there are roadblocks in his way, blocks that he didn't really want. Obviously, who wants roadblocks, right? But yeah, things that are kind of setting him back, things that are detouring him from where he really wants to be. He knows what he wants, but he's being blocked here. So clarify the roadblock, I was like, okay, well, what is he feeling blocked from exactly? And I got the telephone. Telephone is communication. Because it's a blocking, he's not getting that two-way street. That communication is being blocked currently. Okay, well, who is he feeling blocked from? And I got the Knight. This is somebody that he views as heroic, somebody who's super strong, daring, fearless person. Okay, I'm like, all right. Well, there's lots of people in his life. A little passionate there too. I see that in there. Assertive. Somebody very confident. All right. That could describe a lot of people. So I keep going. Like, well, who is that? And I'm getting the Sword and Scales. That's first thing that popped out at me is the word truth. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last reading that I was actually recorded, or if it was one of my previous readings that I didn't, and I apologize. But I have done a reading for Luke and Nick, and one of the things I got for Nick is that she was feeling misled, and that Luke was not honest with her about something regarding their time together, regarding, honestly, his relationship with Antonia. It really, he was not honest with her about that. There was something that was supposed to happen. This is what I got from the last reading, not this, not this reading, but from another reading, that something had happened between them. She was under the impression that they were going to be going down a different path. He was not honest with her about his circumstances, and really hurt her. And so when I saw this truth, the first thing I thought of, he has to make amends. He needs to open the communications. This is somebody he has to make amends with. And he's feeling blocked from her because he was not honest, and he has some making up to do. Okay, he's got to go through the courts, and plead his case before her jury, basically. So I am picking up Nick on this, but to further clarify, I asked once again, please tell me who this is. And that's when I got this right here, the Person of Fire. I want you to pay attention. Lots of lovely words, sexy, outgoing, creative, all kind of describe our girl, but there's a word right down here when we're describing the type of person. Do you see it? Actress. It's Nicola. Okay, so he's feeling blocked from Nicola. This is his own actions, his own doing. He knows it, and yeah, so that's what's making him feel trapped. He feels like he doesn't know how to overcome some of the things that he's done to himself and his relationship with her. And so just a lot of self-imprisonment. So false persona, all this money, and all the things that come with money, false people around him, the party life. This is all just making him feel super trapped. The next one down is death. Death does not signify an actual death, like of a person or something like that. It actually signals a death of it could be a relationship. It could be a time in your life. It could be just an adventure that you wanted to go on, or some kind of like career venture. But it's basically saying something has ended. Okay, it is over with. It's done. Dead in the water. So to clarify what death is speaking of in this sense, I of course drew a couple clarification cards, and what I came up with was roses. So that is a death of a love, romance type situation. So that is a relationship. That is Antonia. That is the end of the relationship. Now this very well could be current. if they're not already broken up, they are in the process of breaking up. It's coming. Okay, let's just put it that way. It is coming. There is a death to this relationship, and it's very soon, if not already. But I do want to clarify something when it comes to these kinds of toxic relationships. It is important to understand that she's not giving up easily. She's made that clear through several different readings that she's not giving up very easily. And so there might be, well, what people call the death rattle of a relationship. So you might see stuff like him liking her post, just like yesterday. He liked her post. That one shook me because, I'd gotten a reading that was a little bit more definite, and seeing that kind of bothered me. I thankfully got some sense talked into me by a friend, and I feel a lot better about what I had read previously. And of course, coming across this reading, this also helps a lot. Just some great advice from people. Anyway, so back to the situation. So yes, you may have some death rattles in this particular breakup, but I'm really feeling like it is either already ended or it is on the brink of ending right now. So we'll see. I don't want you to take me for gospel, because anything can happen. People have free will. Things change constantly, and she's not done fighting. So keep that in mind. She's going to play dirty tricks. She's going to do stuff. And he's the kind of person who doesn't want to draw attention. Even if he's broken up with somebody, he's not going to want to draw attention negatively towards her. So you might not see right away that the relationship has ended, but I'm pretty sure that, this is it. Okay, so I also, when I drew that one, I drew another card, okay, and this one was pretty telling as well. So something else that's ending is a childhood friend, like a childhood friendship. This one, I'm really kind of feeling like this could be his relationship with Rory. I don't know if it's like gonna completely end. I don't get the feeling that it's gonna completely end, but I think it's gonna change. I think this chapter of their friendship is going to end, meaning Luke's not going to be following him around anymore. And he follows Rory around. He mirrors Rory. Rory does this, Luke does that. Rory gets an earring, he gets an earring. Rory wears tank tops, Luke wears tank tops. Rory dates a dancer, he dates a dancer. These mirroring type behaviors, it's not healthy for Luke. And I think he's figured that out, or figuring it out. He has to live for himself. And that's something that I feel is going to change. I think that the way their relationship is currently is what's going to die. Not their friendship completely, but I think the way that they are friends, the way that they handle their friendship is going to change dramatically. And this chapter is going to be done for him, okay? This following Rory's example, that's going to change. And this kind of cemented that for me. Beehive. Now, I'm not going off of any of the words written on here, because at first I really didn't understand this. But then it hit me. Bees. Hive mind. Again, Luke being the follower, kind of working on a hive mind with his friends, his friend group, doing whatever his friend group wants him to do. He's very influenced by them. They say, hey, let's go spend 3 weeks in Spain instead of you doing, work or trying to get work. He's like, okay, let's go. Like, he's not really taking his own needs into consideration and things that he needs to do for his own life. He's just been following the hive mind. They want to do these things, he does them. he's a pleaser, and he doesn't want to lose these friendships, and he feels like he has to kind of follow them in order to keep them. And that's not a healthy mentality. And I find, putting that with the death, that seems that mentality is going to end. I think it's already on the way out. I think he's already waking up and starting to see things differently. I think he's starting to man up a little. He's realized he's screwed his life up quite a bit. You're picking that up over here. And he's not happy. He's not happy with the way things have been. He's been pretty dang miserable with his relationship with Antonia, his friendships. This has just been causing him a lot of pain and a lot of drama that he just doesn't want. And it's taking him off his course, the course that he dreamt about. And yeah, so that's what that means. Okay, moving on. King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, that one, it's about self-improvement. It's about self-improvement. The King of Pentacles is, he's trying to better himself. He wants, it's career-oriented. Pentacles, of course, also people call it the coins, because it usually is money-related, work-related. And so in this case, I feel that it has something to do with work, as well as the rest of his life, because I think this is going to be a two-sided coin, basically, in that sense. The king also kind of represents an older male. That's the King of Pentacles. It's an older male, and somebody who's generally pretty successful. Okay, so to clarify, I wanted to find out kind of who is this King of Pentacles. And so I first drew the flag. Okay, achievement, recognition, success. Just see the King of the Mountain, somebody who is very, very successful, somebody who's had success in their life. I'm like, okay, so that kind of tracks for the King of Pentacles. That's his thing. So a little bit more clarification, I drew family. So what I'm getting is that whoever this person is, he's going to be getting some advice on how he can improve himself. That's the king. Sorry, I meant to say that King of Pentacles talks about giving advice on his career and life and so on and so forth. And this is somebody he's actually going to listen to. Sorry, I am not good at holding my camera today. I really, truly apologize. This is someone he's going to actually listen to, this King of Pentacles. So again, somebody who is successful and somebody he views as family. So an older male who's successful and he sees his family. Now, that could be an uncle, it could be his father, or I'm kind of getting the vibe of Johnny. I kind of feel like this could be Johnny. Luke has always referred to him as family, his big bro, and he really does value the things that Johnny tells him. He takes it to heart. So I kind of have a feeling, I'm getting the feeling that he's going to have a conversation with Johnny about his career and other things in his life. And Johnny, who is in the same industry, having to deal with some of the same things that Luke has dealt with as far as fame and fortune coming to him, I think he's going to listen to him a little bit more than he'd even listen to his own publicist and manager, which clearly he's not doing. But yeah, I really get the feeling that that's Johnny. I think he's going to have a conversation with Johnny Bailey, and that's going to help him a lot. And he's going to take that conversation truly to heart and make some changes. Like, these are the changes that we're seeing right now, currently. So this is what I get for him currently up here, okay? Which is great. This is great. I couldn't ask for more than this. Honestly, for his current status, if he's in the process of doing all of these three things, Yes, absolutely. That's wonderful. He's needed. This is past due, okay? All right, so down here I get more of a future positions, okay? Future cards for him. The first one on the list is the World. The World kind of represents coming through tribulations and coming out of the dark side and going to the light side, coming out on the other side of stuff. It's leaving the bad days behind you, and you're finding on the other side fulfillment, a sense of belonging, success. You're just all in all happy again. This is also a travel card, and I'm going to come back to that in just a little bit. But I just want to keep that in mind since we're talking about the World. It is, but yes, this is about fulfillment. It's about having overcome obstacles, okay? So to clarify what obstacles we are getting over, or he's getting over, I should say, I drew some clarifications similar. Jack and Diane is what I got. This is a broken heart, sorrow, being in a funk, sadness, mourning, distress, a lot of regret. This boy had a lot of regret, a lot of hurt. He's been devastated by some of his choices that he's been trapped by, some of the choices of others that he surrounds himself with. And this has caused him a lot of trouble and a lot of heartbreak and a lot of just hardships in life in general. But the World is signifying that he is going to be overcoming this. The next one, I was like, okay, well, what's helping him overcome this obstacle? What's getting him over that hump? And I got the Shield. Okay. This one I thought was really great because I think of us fans, the people who are out here praying for him, putting out an amazing energy of protection and defense for him. I also was told that there was another reader who I guess did a protection spell of sorts for him, and all I'm going to say is kudos, because I really feel like whatever efforts we're putting out, whether it is the prayers, the good energy being sent, or the protection spells, it's working. Okay, it is working. It's doing its job, and it's amazing. You're amazing. We're all amazing. It's so good that he's getting this love from us, and it's really paying off. So keep it up. Keep doing it. He needs more. But yeah, these things are warding off the bad energies, and it's helping him make strides. Okay, so now that we've gotten, where he's coming from, how he's getting over it, the other side, what's on the other side? That's what I want to know. Other than, of course, the obvious, which is success and fulfillment. What is he feeling success and fulfillment in? Yeah, just let's find out. So what did I draw? I drew the rings. Lovely. Let's see. Who was he conflicted over? Oh yeah. His, what is that word right there? Oh yeah, his soulmate. This is Nicola, guys. There's no one else. I've gotten soulmates when it comes to Luke and Nick nonstop. It is continuously. It is, they're destined. That is who they are. They are soulmates. I do want to say something, like, I keep hearing people refer to twin flames, and I don't want to be like, you're wrong, but I don't pick up on twin flames for them, okay? I just want to clarify that. I do not pick up twin flames, because twin flames they're not destined to be together. They're two halves of one soul, okay? I don't find that Nick or Luke are at all like halves of who they are. Especially Nicola. She is not a half. She is totally 100% her person. Twin flames also, they don't usually end up together, Okay, yes, they mirror each other, and they tend to find each other at some point in their lives, but they do leave each other, and they usually have their own separate soulmates. That is not what I get from either of them. I 100% get soulmate. It is always a Two of Cups, the Lovers, soulmates here. It is nonstop. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten the Two of Cups for Luke and Nicola. It is ridiculous. They're soulmates. There's no getting around that. So you can call them twin flames if you want, but I don't think that's the correct terminology for what they are. I think the correct term is soulmates. So that's me. If you don't agree, I'm sorry, but that I wouldn't want them to be twin flames. I wouldn't want that for them, because that means they're going to be basically breaking apart at some point, and that's not their destiny. So their destiny is that forever kind of love. So let's keep that energy going. Okay, moving on. So from my last reading, you might recognize this guy right here. This is the King of, not the King, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is that getaway. I don't know if you recall from last time, we were talking about a getaway, a travel plans. This guy is highly sexual. It is fast moving. Look at him. He's on a fast moving. This is not a horse that's sitting still. That is a horse that is galloping forward and just ready and rearing to go. It's a stallion. That is what I'm picking up. It is about new beginnings, like a new relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean this is a new person in his life, but this sexual relationship, this kind of relationship is new. Okay? That's what the wands stand for, is new. And it's exciting. Like, he's exciting. He's excited about this. It's also about travel, as I mentioned before. This is moving quickly forward. It's traveling, but also traveling outside of the country. That's something I should point out also. It's traveling outside of the country. So wherever they're going to be traveling, wherever he's traveling, let's put it, for sexy time, it's going to be outside of his current country, which is England. So it's going to probably be somewhere else. So I just, a little clarifications on that. Who is he going with? What surrounding is this? Who's he going with? And I get the checkered flag. When I think of the checkered flag, I think of, I got my goal. I got what I wanted. I finally got what I wanted. I won. Yes, my end goal, it came through. Again, something he's been wanting, something that's been bothering him, he's finally got it back. It's Nicola, obviously. And to kind of further cement that this is Nicola, I got this here. When I see the child, I think of how they are together. That's the first thing that came to mind. I'm looking at a little redhead and a little cute little boy looking at each other and kicking their feet and giggling. Okay? Luke and Nick laugh nonstop together. They have the best time together. This is exciting. They have a love, almost like a childlike love for each other, and excitement. Like, they have so much fun together. So this is, no doubt in my mind, this is Nick. This is Nick and Luke going on this sexy time trip with his soulmate that he is just absolutely enamored with, and makes him feel lighthearted and giggly again. Okay, so moving on. All right, so with the Six of Swords is also, just like the Knight of Wands, it is a traveling card. It is also moving forward and healing. It's going over calmer waters. It's going from rough waters to calm waters and smooth sailing, basically. It is, yes, you're overcoming the hardships, again, kind of like we have it here, coming out on the other end. You've left something rough, and you're going now to something that is very smooth, something that is moving fast. It's a fast moving relationship. Things are just working out and just flowing for him. And I think that's both relationship and work wise. I think when he figures his shit out, Johnny's advice takes it, and he starts figuring his stuff out, it's going to be very smooth sailing for him. I think having Nicola by his side, giving him confidence, is going to help him overcome some of the things that are holding him back career-wise as well. He always seems to do so well with her at his side as his little sidekick, and she gives him confidence that he just doesn't have organically in himself. Let's just be honest. He doesn't have confidence in himself. He's a follower, right? And she gives him that confidence. She helps him realize these things in himself. And because of that healing, okay, he's going to find success, career success, love success, just life success in general, okay? So that's what this card is signifying. It is calm waters, smooth sailing, it's in travel. We're getting travel again. So because I got 3 cards that signify in the future travel, and not just travel, but travel outside of the country, both of those are leaving the country, outside of the country travel cards, okay? This also kind of signifies a new partner, by the way, new relationship. I wanted to kind of get just some clarification on where they're traveling. I kind of, my intuition has given me the thought that it's not just one place. And because I got 2 different cards that talk about outside of the country, I think we're going to see 2 different trips to 2 different countries. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so the first one, I asked for clarification. Okay, what's the first trip that they're going to take? What is this first vacation, this first getaway that they're going to go on? And I kind of got this here. I think, and this, honestly, this fit with what popped in my head when it came to their first trip away together. I kind of feel this is going to be maybe like a long weekend, or kind of in between shooting stuff for Bridgerton season 4. Or maybe just, no, I don't think that's wrapped up. I think it's kind of like an in-between. It's not a very super long one. It's like a long weekend, or maybe like a week trip. But this is a trip where Nick and Luke are going to go away, and they're going to go someplace quiet where they can truly be alone. They're not going to go someplace fast-paced like Vegas or LA or anything like that. They're not going out to see the shows. They're not hitting up restaurants, or like maybe they will, but nothing too big. They're not clubbing or anything. They're going someplace where they can relax, where they can really truly work on building their relationship, just the 2 of them. They're surrounded so much with so many other people around them. Even on the tour, there's always people around them, and they haven't had a chance to really be alone. And I feel like they're going to take this trip as an opportunity to try to see if their relationship works. Being alone, just the 2 of them, and see where it goes. And it's going to Funtown Sexy Man horse here, going at it type thing. Sorry, that was a little weird, but so it's definitely going to be a very successful trip, and they're going to grow their relationship, and that bond is going to be very cemented, and it's going to cause their relationship to kind of move very quickly forward. I've always felt when they actually do connect on that level, that it's just going to be full steam ahead, like freight trains. You're moving super fast, and Like that's where they're going. They're galloping right ahead. Ha! That's funny. Gallop. Sorry, had a season 3 flashback. But yeah, so yes, they're definitely moving quickly forward. So I asked again, okay, well, where's the second place, that second vacation? This one I get the feeling they're gonna go to after they've wrapped up all their filming and they have some time off, and to really kind of spend some time, a little bit more time someplace. And this is what I get. Taste, culture, style, spirits, alcohol, perfume. Okay, what's coming to me right away is Brazil. That's, as soon as I saw culture and alcohol and the spirits and the spicy perfume is what I'm like imagining. I'm thinking of Brazil. I think they're going to go back to Brazil. I think they had, I do believe that something happened in Brazil that kind of sparked some of these feelings that they both have, and kind of getting us to this point. And I think they had such a good time, and they're like, hey, you know what? Let's go. Let's just go back, you and me, and we're going to have fun. We're just going to go and enjoy ourselves. And they're going to do all the things they want to do. They'll go dancing. They'll go walking on the beach. It's a romantic area, like country, romantic cities, like Rio, like so lovely. And they really enjoyed the culture and just the vibe of everything there. And I think, again, that's another trip that's really going to cement their relationship, and the excitement surrounding it is just, I can feel it. I can feel the excitement about going back to Brazil and the feelings that they're getting while they're there. It's solid, man. It is so solid. So anyways, that's it. That's my reading. And that was really long, and I apologize that it took half an hour. Oh my, that was a lot longer than I thought it would be. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Just remember again, free will, guys. It would be absolutely amazing if we can follow this path. But you never know. People make decisions, they make choices, and it changes their path. But hopefully we can continue sending some protection, goodwill, prayers, whatever we got in our arsenal. Keep sending it. Keep forwarding that energy to Luke. He needs it badly. Just keep that in mind. And again, don't get discouraged if you're not seeing signs of the breakup. I really feel even if it's happened, you will see it eventually. Okay, it might take a while. Think death rattle. Okay, sometimes seems like it might still be alive, but it's not. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, guys, have a great night. Be blessed. Bless others. Take care. Bye. Hi guys, I realized after reviewing my video that I didn't actually tell you where I thought this card symbolized. I picked up somewhere, maybe Italy or south of France, okay? Countryside, it could be seashore, whatever it is, it's going to be isolated, okay? But I am picking up someplace like that, very romantic, has some culture. I'm thinking leaning more towards Italy just because of their, earlier Italy adventure. I mean, maybe that's what's I'm getting. It could be south of France, but it's something along those lines, like a villa or like a little country, like cabin. I don't know if that's right, but yeah, something like that where it's just literally them. So anyways, sorry about that. Tapping this on in the end. All right, take care. God bless. Take care.